Gabe Davis on the Giants? And Thibodeau about to explode on defense? Joe Schoen just spoke, and the crowd is on fire. This changes everything. That's right. The Giants' general manager decided to open up on Kay Adams' show, and the revelations were strong. From negotiations with Gabe Davis to the new tactical plan for Kayvon Thibodeau, the behind-the-scenes is boiling. We already knew that the Giants were making moves behind the scenes, but no one expected such a direct statement. It wasn't just speculation. There was a meeting, a visit to the training center, dinner with the committee, and a lot of conversation with former Buffalo teammates. If you're a true Giants fan, stick around because what's coming could be decisive. This could be the comeback we've been waiting for. Are you ready? Hello, Blue Nation. You're in the right place if you love the New York Giants. Today's chat is serious and exciting, straight from behind the scenes with Joe Schoen revealing the future of the O franchise. The focus? Gabe Davis, the wide receiver who can make an immediate impact alongside Russell Wilson, the NFL's best long ball thrower in 2024. Plus, a bold plan for Kayvon Thibodeau to join a deadly front seven alongside Burns, Carter, and Dexter Lawrence. That's what we like. Real movement, bold strategies, and a defense that promises to be one of the most aggressive in the NFL. But of course, this will only work if the right names take the field, and Gabe Davis could be one of those pieces. But before we go into the details, let us know. Like, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Would you like to see Gabe Davis wearing the Giants' blue jersey, or do you still believe in Hyatt's potential? Let's chat. It all started with a visit. Gabe Davis showed up at the Giants' training center this week. He was greeted by Brian Daboll, Joe Schoen, and receivers coach Chad Hall, all of whom had a history of success with the player during his time in Buffalo. In addition to visiting the training center, Gabe was taken to a dinner with the coaching staff. And look, when there's a dinner involved, it's because the conversation is serious. This shows that the Giants' interest is not just formal. Schoen was honest in saying there would be no immediate announcement, but left the door open. We'll see what happens. He made it clear that the goal was to present the team's structure and get a feel for the player personally. And why does all this matter? Because there is a connection between Gabe and the current coaching staff. He is a player who already knows the system, the coaching style, and can adapt quickly. This is not a detail, it is strategic planning. Gabe Davis is coming off knee surgery, yes, but this is a receiver who has 22 touchdowns in the last 4 years and had 2 solid seasons before the injury. He's not looking for a team just to try something out. He wants to prove he's still productive. With Russell Wilson now leading the charge, the addition of a vertical wide receiver like Davis becomes even more relevant. Wilson was the best deep ball passer in 2024, and Gabe Davis specialized in that in Buffalo. Meanwhile, Jalin Hyatt is still struggling. He only caught 8 passes all season. And while he has speed, he hasn't yet established himself as a consistent threat. The Giants simply don't have time to wait. The coaching staff needs immediate production. And Davis brings that. He can come in, fit into the system, and perform in the first few weeks. And in an offense that has Malik Neighbors as a rising star, Davis could be the ideal outlet. Want a number? Here's a number. Gabe Davis has had 12 games with 80-plus receiving yards. That's a real offensive presence. Plus, he's had 17 games with 20-plus receiving yards. He's not just a name, he's a constant vertical threat. Another point that stands out, his contested reception rate, 39.7%. This puts him almost on the same level as a monster like Jamar Chase, who had 41% in 2024. In other words, Davis knows how to fight for the ball and make a difference in decisive plays. And when it comes to consistency, the drop rates don't lie. Gabe's drop rate has never exceeded 11.4%, while Darius Slayton's drop rate has been 15.2% in the last year alone. For those who say Davis has no hands, this data is a slap in the face. Picture this formation: Slayton and Davis wide, Malik Neighbors in the slot. Who does the defense double? Who do you leave open? It's the kind of formation that forces defenses to play zone or two safeties, opening up space in the middle for runs and short routes. Pure strategy. The Giants were a 3-win team in 2024. That alone would put Dabble and Schoen under pressure, but now it's even more critical. The 2025 season needs to be a turnaround, and for that, talent and experience count more than potential. And that's why Gabe Davis's name is so important. While Hyatt is still a promising prospect, Davis has already delivered, including in the playoffs. A player who knows the system, has chemistry with Dabble, and can help Russell Wilson adapt more quickly to the roster. On defense, the conversation was also serious. Joe Schoen confirmed that Thibodeau, Burns, and Abdul Carter will play together. This changes everything in the defensive scheme. With mobility, blitzing, and quick reading, this formation promises to put a lot of fear into opposing quarterbacks. And the numbers leave no doubt. Thibodeau has improved a lot. He has increased his one-on-one win rate from 6.4% to 14.2%. And if defensive coordinator Shane Bowen can harness that talent, we could see the emergence of a top 5 defense in the league. Now it's up to you, passionate fan. Who will lead the Giants in sacks in 2025? Will it be Kayvon Thibodeau, Brian Burns, Dexter Lawrence, or Abdul Carter? Leave your guess in the comments. What about Gabe Davis? Do you think he should be hired now? Or would you rather give Jalen Hyatt more room to grow? The fans' opinion is crucial, and the board is listening to what we have to say. So, leave a like, share it with your Giants fanatic friends, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. The preseason has already started behind the scenes, and expectations are high. The 2025 season could be epic, and we'll be following it all together. Here, video by video, play by play. Go Giants!